So I just got off the bus and I came to this T-Mobile store. They have a very good plan. The mobile unit, because here's the deal. I'm looking at, the technology. I used to go with this service. I can't remember what their name is called, but when I lived in LA, it was USB through my laptop, and I had unlimited Wi-Fi. It was sweet. I can't remember how it worked, though. I think I went to a website and signed up for the service and would pay it was prepaid. It was pay as you go, and I would pay for it through the website, and it would just act as a hotspot, for everything. And it looks like Best Buy is selling that, and they got two different brands. They got a brand for $35, which is real good. Netgear is amazing. Netgear is like top of the line. But then they have one that has 4.6 stars. The people that bought it, they really like the product. They rave about it, and it's 4.6 stars, and it's only like $13. And I'm like, that would be worth it. My thing is, when I was reading the buyer notes, because here's the deal, right? I mean, just full transparency. I'm not trying to be dragging this all over the place. Like, I'm hurt enough. I have enough going on where all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have sniper vision with what I'm trying to do. For the last, 2 weeks, I just haven't been feeling being inside like a caged animal in these places with them turning the air up all high on me. Making it cold as fuck inside, dealing with people and their phone conversations and their foolishness, just because they trying to either be featured in my social media or text whoever the fuck, ooh, that girl is in the store, all that stuff that people be doing. I don't have time for it. I can see it, I feel it, I sense it, and it takes away from me. Yes, I have to charge my devices, so I will be going inside places. Yes, I don't mind making a purchase. It's not that deep, you feel me? But it's one of those things where it's I know what I'm trying to do. I know where I'm headed. I know who I am and what I like. I'm going to be on some motherfucking beaches. That's where I go. That's what I need. I lived in LA on purpose. I set my shit up on purpose. I can't speak for other people, but when I was doing what I was doing, when I was operating at peak performance, I was going to places that gave me peace. Okay, when I didn't have access to the beach, and just like how in Miami, I went and, I would, just how I did in Brickell, I will find a beautiful body of water, and I will sit there and just watch the water until, I get calm. And I enjoy it. I marvel at stuff like that so much. It really, I like it. I like it. Just period. I like cool, natural settings. I love looking at sunrises and sunsets. I don't know. I just love the shit. And I don't have to explain it. It's what I do. I work out. That's another thing. I don't stay with gym memberships very long, which is another reason why me having to pay Blink Fitness monthly, and I was still here in Miami, was fuck out of my peace of mind, because I don't keep gym memberships very long. If I have gym memberships, they're for a purpose. It's because I need the facilities for whatever I need them for, and I use them. And as long as they get my money, they can shut the fuck up, and they usually do. However, I most enjoy working out outside. When I lost the majority of my weight with Weight Watchers, I had a 24-hour fitness membership in Santa Monica and Beverly Hills. Specifically those, because I'm a lady, and those locations have those dressing rooms where you can plug up your flat. I'm a black lady too. You work out, you be sweating all your hair and edges and all that shit out. You got somewhere to be at 2 o'clock. You got to wash your hair, and you have to flat iron your hair. Our other people know, but our process is just a little different. And it was if I was rocking braids, I would have been straight, but I wasn't rocking braids, so it wasn't, whatever. But, they had those dressing rooms is the point. And so, you pay just a little bit, but it's worth it. And then you also, it's a little bit more private and closed off. I enjoyed that too. Because when I am in the gym, I tend to get all that yo baby, yo baby, yo baby, yo bullshit. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm trying to focus. If I'm off the machine and I got my little towel and I'm, walking, that's cool. I'm cool with that. But, when I'm in the middle of the workout, man, leave me alone. I don't, I'm clearly here because I'm trying. I'm making an effort with my fitness. All right, I need to stay focused. If I get off the machine, cool. But after that, just if you see me over there buying muscle milk, say something. But on the machine, leave me alone. It's so real. It's real. What I liked about it, though, the one on Pico, they had their own area for women. And so you could go in there, you do your leg lifts. I was getting my Zumba on in the mirror and stuff. I was on the Stairmaster, just all that stuff. It was awesome. And then you walk right around the corner, go to the dressing room, and you can, spruce up and be cute and do your thing, and you're done. I did that, and I had access to that. And then because I lived such a flexible life, which was on purpose, I designed it, I would take the time and go to, I'm about to cry. I would take the time and go to the beach for my lunch break. So what I would do is I was working Lyft, I was working Postmates, I was still doing comedy, but like I said, entertainment, especially when you're at a certain level, is fickle. And so you put the work in, you still got to do some stuff for free. You got to showcase and shit. And then you got to pay to play on a bigger level. When I booked them schools, that was $1,500 out my pocket. $1,500 I paid coming from me. Nobody that was around me had that type of bread to loan me. And that's real. So when people that that had attitudes or issues with me over money, allegedly, it was the only person that's ever gave me any sizable amount of money is my godmother. My godmother put $3,000 in my pocket one time. That was my godmother. But, other than that, my father gave me something once, but he owed me that money. So thanks, Dad. And then I had a homegirl who wanted to invest. My play cousin and my homegirl wanted to invest in my movie, and I made it. I shot the whole thing, but we didn't get our Kickstarter. And they were they still gave to me anyway to encourage me to keep going, and that was dope. And I took that money and I put together Velvet Circus in Chicago and took a loss. I lost my shirt on that show, fucking around with both my sisters. Because they didn't want to promote. They didn't want to put no work in. They didn't want to do shit. My sister's an AKA and couldn't bring out nobody. Not one person. I'm not. And I got AKAs in the building. I pursued in college. I pursued a little bit on the grad side. But when I discovered comedy, my pursuit stopped. And, because I took comedy seriously. And at the time, I was leaving my day job and I was transitioning. So I didn't have the time to, if they was going to do sessions and shit, I wasn't going to be able to do it. But the cool part is, that was the first level of me recognizing I have the ability to influence people with things I'm excited about. Because my best friend was about to join this Latino sorority. And because of the passion and the history knowledge and just all this stuff that I had about Alpha Kappa Alpha, that made her want to be a member. And she actually joined. She's been a member for over a decade now. She had no interest in it whatsoever until she was hanging around me. Because that's just that, when I do stuff, I be full out. You know what I'm saying? Undergrad didn't work out for me, but it wasn't nothing that made me sad. I ain't had nothing against the ladies. It was an experience. It was whatever. When I did grad, it was a different level. It was women with shit to do. So it was cool. Honestly. And they were not like that. I have no complaints. And like most of my family were AKAs too. That's the other part. So it's like, that whole exposure thing. You like, okay, well, so-and-so and so-and-so. Okay. It's that type of thing. And so, but when I was on campus, and this is what I'm saying about that activism piece. This is my real life. Like I worked at the radio station. I worked for the school paper, the Daily Illini. I was the poet. I was known as the poetry girl on campus. I was hanging out in all the little hip hop cycles and stuff like that. But I was doing my poems. Like I won the Maya Angelou Award from the Black Student Union. I was in the Black Student Union. I got homecoming queen from the Black Student Union the year I graduated. Like we was in the Black Student Unions because Illinois had a 35,000 student population. The Black student population was 7%. So we kept creating spaces that was for us, by us on campus and stuff. And we had this place that we would go to called the Black House, and that's where a lot of like our like Afrocentric programming came from. And I used to do poetry there. That's where I met Talib Kweli. He came to our campus. One of the fraternities brought him to our campus. And he stayed and he signed autographs and he was real, real cool. And I worked for the radio station. So, like, it's somewhere on my page, like, where we got the selfie and shit. I worked at the radio station. Then that's how Kanye came to our campus. That's how, like, all that other stuff. So, I was doing that already. And comedy came. And like took over. And even back in them days when we marched on Washington, when we did all that stuff, the Deltas were always very nice to me. Very, very nice to me. I was so set in my ways of what they would have took me happily.